There's some real money in the room.
All right, man. So today on RealToon TV, we have a legend in front of us. The one and only KingShoo, aka Blue Hands. Blue Hands, what's the word, Doc?
What's going on, man?
I mean, long overdue, Doc.
Yeah.
Long overdue.
Man. You knew I was gonna get to it, man, one way or the other.
Yeah, you know, once the schedule clear up a little bit, you know what I said, I see you fresh, white tee, you know what I said, chain on, glasses, haircut, you know, looking better than most.
Yeah.
Yeah. Before we even get started, man, tell us what's new.
I mean, man, you know, it's a little bit of everything, man. A little bit of this, a little bit of that, man. I'm just gonna say this, man. Progress and success, man. You know, it ain't too much to talk about, the proof in the pudding.
No,
you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let them see it, not hear it. You know what I'm saying?
That part. Well, for those who don't know, where are you from?
That small town, man, Southeast Texas, man. Port Arthur to be exact, man. Land of the trail where it's all real, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know if you ever had the opportunity to really just watch a RealToon interview, but I like to take it from the top to give my followers, especially the first time, to give my followers the opportunity to actually get to know you instead of, you know, what they may have heard or what they may perceive from the internet. How was it growing up in Port Arthur?
I mean, man, it ain't no different than no other place, no other hood, you know, but I would say. But, you know, growing up in Port Arthur, Texas, small town, man, I mean, you up against a lot. I always say you up against a lot because it ain't too many opportunities coming out of small town. If you dig what I'm saying, like, you know, you gotta be on your shit. You know what I'm saying? Education-wise, you know, sports, whatever. If it ain't one of them, then it's the streets. Your only other option is the streets.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So coming up, it wasn't easy, being that I was, you know, one of the 6 raised by a single parent. You know, I'm the baby of 6. You know what I'm saying? So mother had to raise us all. You know, so that wasn't easy. Father was there, but he wasn't there. You know.
I think when people think of Port Arthur, they think Steven Jackson, Bun B, Pimp C. Like, some stars have come out of Port Arthur.
Yeah.
But that's not the reality for most people from Port Arthur.
Nah, some make it, some don't. You know, they just was fortunate enough to be the ones, man. I mean, I feel like I'm a chosen one, you know. I mean, you know, they celebrities. You know, they on that celebrity scale because one was in the NBA. Pimp C, rest his soul. Know what I'm talking about? Bun B, Salute OG, Trill OG, you know. They rap, put the city on the map. You know, much respect to those guys, man. It's a bunch of guys, though, that they made it, man. We got the Balbino brothers, Jordan Balbino, Jonathan Balbino. Shout out to them guys, man. They made it to the NFL. Jamal Charles, you know, Kansas City Chief, you know, straight out of Port Arthur, Texas. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Got Elander Roberts. Shout out to that boy. He at Pittsburgh right now. Got him 2 with Brady. 2 rings with Brady. Straight out of Port Arthur, Texas. Young dude. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Still in the league right now. You know, so we got Emmanuel McElroy. You know, that's my guy, childhood partner, man. He made it. He ain't go to the NBA because Steve Logan was in his way, you know. I totally disagree with that draft year, though, but hey, he still got his blessing, man. He went overseas, and he was Michael Jordan overseas, man. So, hey, it is what it is, man.
For sure.
BJ Tyler, you know, one of the guys. Yeah. We got some stars out of Port Arthur, man. No. A lot of them. We got the B-Leans. You know B-Lean.
Yeah, B-Lean.
B-Lean. You know, G-P-45s. You know them. You familiar with those guys.
Yeah.
I mean, they ain't on no UGK, DMD type level yet, but they gonna get there.
They putting on.
Yeah, they gonna get there.
They definitely.
You know what I'm saying?
They definitely putting on in Port Arthur. I can say that.
Yeah.
Now, you seem like a fit guy. You know, you know people you connected. But at some point, you get involved in the streets. Explain to us, like, when did you jump off the porch?
Man. Man, I was in like the 4th or 5th grade, man.
4th or 5th grade?
4th
Elementary
or 5th
school?
grade, elementary school.
How does one jump off the porch in elementary
I
school?
mean, you know, product of your environment. When you got guys, I had cousins, my cousins' partners, you know, they had cliques like, we had the guys like the Mega 5 tribes. I always talk about them guys because that's the guys that I was around coming up, a youngster. You know what I'm saying? That's really where I discovered some good game from. The Mega 5 tribe boys, man. Shout out to them boys, man. A lot of them boys, you know, they successful right now. They on a whole nother level than was before, you know. Than what they taught me, they on something different today. We all on a different page, man. But yeah, seeing them guys, man, grinding, short Texas days, seeing them boys getting to the money, you know, doing the things they was doing, squabbling, you know, high school against high school. All that played a part in me getting off the porch, man.
In elementary?
In elementary, 4th, 5th grade. Yeah, fighting grown men.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
okay, at some point, the colors hit Port Arthur.
Right.
How does that even happen with Port Arthur being like a small town? You know what I'm saying? I think it's known for more hustling than anything. You know what I'm saying? It's not really known for the gangbanging.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I mean, you know, you had guys like my cousin Big Amp came from Cali. He was a blood. You had guys like Cleet from Galveston, Fortray Pyru. You know, they was getting into it with my brother, R.I.P. Proc. He was a blood. You know what I'm saying? You had guys like Papa Blue, 5'9" Hoover come from South Central. You had guys like his brother, Chris. You know what I'm saying? Come from South Central, Crippin'. You know what I'm saying? So them guys, they came, my boy Jay, Young Jay and Slim Capone, you know, they come from Cali, Grape Street Watch, you know. They came down there, you know, it wasn't just no gang banging, but that made us aware. You know what I'm saying? That brought colors into our reality.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
But you know, of course, they had to get with the program because we wasn't doing no gang banging. We was chasing that bag.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, we was getting that money, man.
So you have most of your relatives, from what I hear, that come from Cali are Bloods.
I mean, I had a cousin from Cali that was a Blood. That was it. Everybody else was Crip.
Right.
Yeah, that blood stuff wasn't heard of like that. You know what I'm saying? You had to select a few of them, like a couple of my used to be homeboys coming up, Cornelius Green, Lee Green, rest his soul, Lawrence Taylor, David Donahue, you know them guys. You know, they went to, Cornelius went to Beaumont County and got put on with Shady Tree Pyru. You know, him and my partner Nip got caught up on a case, attempted murder. And he ended up going to the county. Some guys from Beaumont put him down, and he came home, put his cousins and brothers down, and that's how that went. And they was one of the first. They was repping. You know, that's when they come in the club, red bandanas, afros, Chicago Bull down. Then, you know, that's when it really started, you know, boys start getting active.
Turning up.
Yeah.
Well, how did you get involved?
I mean, being around it. You know, being around it, man, and Beaumont, dealing with the Beaumont cats, you know what I'm saying, them Northside cats that was in our hood, Color Boy, Pep, you know, CC, you know, them 5'9" Hoover cats, man. Pep was messing with my cousin, Mac 10, man, Cheryl Maxzill, shout out Mac 10. But her baby daddy, he was crippin'. His whole family, you know, that was a Beaumont culture. You know what I'm saying? Crippin' was big in Beaumont back then. Not in Port Arthur, but in Beaumont
is like the twin city of Port Arthur.
Yeah, one of the cities. You know, it's the triplex. Yeah, the Golden Triangle. Yeah.
Know a little something. Okay, so at some point, you end up going to Juvie.
Yeah, 1993.
So how did you end up in Juvie?
I caught a murder case.
You caught a murder case?
Yeah.
How old were you?
14.
At 14, you caught a murder case?
Right.
And how long after being in the gang did you catch the murder case?
I actually technically wasn't in the gang because I learned, you know, boys was letting you scream what you want to scream, but I didn't realize until I got locked up that, hey, man, if you ain't get put on the set, you ain't official. You feel me? So I ain't get put on the set until 94. Physically, I was jumped in. You see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Yeah, so, you know, screaming it, you know, you got, to this day, you got guys that screaming it, but they ain't never been touched, or they just screaming because they brother this, they daddy this, and, you know, they get away with that, man. But, you know, initiation was real back then. So, you know, I was repping, but boys like, who put you down? Who put you on? You feel me? I ain't never been put on. I ain't never been initiated. So I had to go through all that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, RealToon, there's some real money in the room.